Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph and I'm here with Racco, of course. It's getting late evening here, but we wanted to talk a bit about Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition because it just launched on Kickstarter. I just saw the message just some hours ago and I decided that, yeah, we have to talk about it. Obviously, as you well know, we really like Terraforming Mars on the channel. And new Terraforming Mars game, what can you say? Of course, we're excited. What will it be? How much will we like it? I don't know. We'll have to see. But we're going to start off at least to looking at the Kickstarter page and going through this. And I am going to back it, obviously. I haven't done it yet. I haven't clicked the button. I want to look through it first. And I will do it together with you. So let me know in the chat if there's any issues with the sound or anything with the live stream. And also let me know what your thoughts are about this new game of Terraforming Mars. And tell me in the comment section if you're watching this afterwards as well. Are you excited? What are your thoughts? How hyped are you? So let's get going. We are going to start off with just, stating the facts here. Obviously, the goal was $20,000. It's already at, 10, 11 times that goal. And my estimate would be that this is going to be way higher than that. It's just, the first day. It's only 16 days. I've seen this a few times now that Kickstarters, they don't do the 30 days that much anymore. Not really sure why. I think there's like pros and cons to both, I guess. 3,500 backers. I'm trying to think back to the big box for Terraforming Mars, the expansion that was, just not a game, just a box. Well, you could get the game as well, but new promos and so on. Hi, Martin. I was trying to think back to that, like how I think it was millions. I don't remember right now. I could look it up, but yeah. Anyway, let's talk about this one. This is a brand new game from Stronghold Games. Fricks Games and Jacob Frixelius are involved as well, but it's Stronghold Games that are the main publisher here and are also running the Kickstarter. So if we begin to talk about, I think the sound and everything is okay, right, Martin? Otherwise, tell me, so I'm not sitting around talking to you and you don't hear what I'm saying. That would be kind of wasteful. I've done that before in live streams. It is what it is. But I hope the sound is okay and that the stream is okay and we can get started. I'm quickly checking my phone and it looks okay. All right. So yeah, Stronghold Games. We have, of course, like, if you don't know, so Fricks Games is a sort of smallish publisher from Sweden, which, my home country. They made Terraforming Mars. It was a huge hit. And then Stronghold Games is the publisher for America and maybe, I don't know, more parts as well. In my podcast, I did talk to Stephen Bonacore, who is the retired president and founder of Stronghold Games, and we talked about Terraforming Mars. So if you want to hear more about that story on Terraforming Mars and Stronghold Games and so on, you can go check out my podcast. You can find it anywhere you find podcasts or on the channel as well, the Board Games with Niramas podcast. So it looks nice. I really like the look of the box. I really like the first impression when I saw this picture, and I thought it was an expansion at first. I was like, wow, I heard the Fricks brothers say that it's not going to be any more expansions. So I was surprised until I realized, oh, it's a new game. And they sort of call it the Terraforming Mars card game. Now, if we look at this, like, there's a lot of stuff here that, it's not just a pure card game. Let me put it that way. So there's, tokens, there's a board, there's production and resources and so on, just like in the old game. But also, I think it's going to be very much focused around the cards. And the card play is going to be different from sort of Terraforming Mars. Like, it's a different mechanic. You're still using cards, but in a different way. So it says here includes solo gameplay and two-player cooperative mode. I think that's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that they are adding a two-player cooperative mode. In Terraforming Mars, I actually made my own variant where you can play two players cooperatively, sort of soloing together, basically. So I think that's a great idea that this comes with the game, especially these days. I mean, a lot of people are playing solo or two people at home, right? So that's a good idea. All right, so then we have a first look. So Man vs. Meeple did a preview that I checked out. So basically here you can, like, it's a lot of Race for the Galaxy or Roll for the Galaxy if you play one of those games. Or my favorite in that series is actually the New Frontiers, which is sort of Race for the Galaxy, the board game. That's my favorite of those. And so you're basically like choosing, do you want to build, produce, or research? You're planning your actions. You have different cards that trigger a certain type of action that you will be doing during the round. And then I think everyone selects in secret, and then you reveal and if someone else has chosen build, for instance, then you can also build. I'm not really sure exactly on how it works in this game, but that's the base idea of this mechanic, is that the players select their actions, and you're trying to like predict. So let's say that I need to build, but I also need to research. Then I might choose the research action and hope that someone else is going to build, because I can see that, you know, Tom over there, he probably needs to build, so I don't need to choose the build action. I can sort of piggyback on his action. That's the base of this idea, and I like that mechanic. I mean, it's in Glass Road as well, a game I really like. It's in my top 100, and with the whole like predicting what the other people will be doing. I'm not sure if that was what I was expecting, though, when I started hearing about this game. In my mind, I built up this idea of, well, it would be cool with like a tableau building, which is sort of Terraforming Mars. This is sort of tableau building, but more like resources on cards moving around, and like the blue cards basically in Terraforming Mars. I was thinking something along those lines. Just have a game that you remove the board and you remove that thing, and you just have a blue card. That would be cool. Another one of my favorite games, Imperial Settlers: Empires of the North. I compared that game a lot of times to playing Terraforming Mars with just the blue cards, which, you know, so yeah, we'll see. Then you're going to resolve. So each player simultaneously resolves each of the chosen phases, and only the chosen phases, gain a bonus during the phase you selected. So if you select build, then you will build, but with a bonus. Maybe you get a discount or something. Same in, you know, Rising Sun, you have this mechanic as well. But then again, I think you can like piggyback of the other players' selections. Then you do the construction, you play a blue or a red card. If you selected the construction phase, and blue cards give you an action or effect, red cards are events. It's just the same as in Terraforming Mars, right? Then we have the action phase, where you use standard actions and tableau actions. So that's where, you know, this is the part that I look forward to the most, where you can use sort of your blue card to use your actions and find probably like combos and synergies between those in order to do well. Then there's a production phase where you collect resources from cards. So you want to probably like build up an engine as well. I'm speculating, but yeah, I think I'm on the point there. So if you select production phase, you gain an additional 4 mega credits. So like if you have chosen it, maybe you need more money for the next round, then you can do that. And you also gain mega credits equal to your Terraform rating, which is just like the normal Terraforming Mars game. And then you draw cards in the research phase. If you select the research phase, you draw 5 cards and discard 2 instead. Otherwise, each player draws 2 project cards, keep 1, discards the other. Okay, so if you have selected the research phase, you get some extra cards. Okay, you draw 5 and discard 2, so you get to keep 3 actually. Otherwise, you just get to keep 1. So that's a big difference. And the game ends when Mars is habitable. So we have the temperature and the oxygen meters, I guess, like before. And on the board, though, it's just going to be oceans. There's like no cities and so on, from what I understand here. Which I kind of like, because I always loved, like, if you were to split up Terraforming Mars into different like mechanics and sections, the board part, the area control, so to speak, has been my least favorite. And it is my least favorite in all board games. I prefer the card play and the tableau building and all that. And the actions on the blue cards. Co-op mode sounds awesome to me. I know Martin doesn't like co-op, but I really like co-op, and I think it's very fun, especially a good way to get into the game. I really like co-op for 2 players. So yeah, card combos. I hope you can combo with each other then. So like if you played a certain card, then I can, you know, benefit out of that. Martin is talking about the player board being flimsy. I think we'll get to that later on. I really don't think it's gonna be the same as it was in the, you know, original Terraforming Mars. Solo mode here. What's in the box? So temp track, oxygen track, a little bit of an insert there, and the rulebook, quick start guide, and the resource. And so here we go. 4 dual layered player boards. So it's gonna be dual layered from the start. I was thinking about this because when I saw the Man vs. Meeple prototype, obviously it was a prototype, that one was just like a piece of paper basically. I was like, oh, I hope they don't go back into that, because that's been the main complaint about Terraforming Mars component wise, that I heard at least, is people complaining about those boards. And then we turmoil the new boards with the double layered. So awesome. I love them. Let's say, hey, Jonathan. All right, saying it's gonna be expensive for EU backers, but it will still be cheaper than in retail. Or will it be cheaper in retail? I don't know. That's interesting. I will get to that. At the bottom of the page, I think they have a shipment cost thing. So, face tracking tokens, and the face cards. And I think that, oh, the cards have linen finish. That's a good thing. That's an important thing. I really like that. Hey, Lynette. Oh yeah, I'm also intrigued. So Lynette is saying she's intrigued about how solo play works in a game that has so much sort of face selection. I'm just gonna guess now, but I would assume that there's some kind of Automa deck or something that, okay, so the Automa is doing something that like they are selecting one of the actions sort of. I don't remember on top of my head solo play in Race for the Galaxy how that works, but I think I heard about it being good. I don't think I played it myself. Yeah, well, of course, it's probably going to be cheaper after a few months. I don't know. I'm going to back it, obviously, because I need to play it and I need to film it and all that. But so ocean tiles, there's going to be 9 ocean tiles. So it's basically like you have to play all the nice 9 ocean tiles, just like in Terraforming Mars, in order to trigger the end game together with the temperature and the oxygen. But that's all the tiles that are in there, I guess. Well, here's actually forest. Okay, so there are forest tokens, forest VP tokens. I'm not really sure. Do you place them on the board though? And the tiles have linen finish. That's interesting. That is interesting. Corporation cards, so 12 corporations. I am curious now. Do you place I don't think you place them. I think you only place oceans on the actual board. If we scroll up to the overview, 369. Yeah, there's not room for anything else. So that must be oceans up there. Okay. Okay, let's go back down here to the... I need to get a new mouse. Right. So, player cubes in the colors like that. Yeah. They look kind of nice, though. The yellow look really nice. The other one looks kind of standard. I don't know. Cube trace. That's nice. Coming with the game. I will probably end up with an eRaptor insert for this. If I know eRaptor well enough, they will make an insert and I will review that. Yeah, it's a different card art than original Terraforming Mars. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I like that. Clear cubes for temperature and oxygen instead of those sugary looking white cubes that they had for the Terraforming Mars game. Oh yeah, Roll for the Galaxy has an Automa board. Yeah. There's gonna be some good system in here. I'm not worried at all about that. I think it's gonna be good, the solo gaming. These days, like basically all games have good solo modes. So 106 green project cards. And these are like economic growth, cost 10, I assume, has a building tag, gives you 3 money per action during the production phase. This produces 3 money. I really like this. That's something they have in the Terraforming Mars game as well, that like all the effects on the cards are an icon, but you also have the text explaining what that do. And it makes it so much easier to get into this game. Then I think like Race for the Galaxy is kind of hard to get into because you see all these icons and it's like, what do they mean? And you have to learn that. You have to like basically study that by the rulebook and like playing in a while before you get into and it becomes natural for you. So I like it when in Terraforming Mars and in this game as well, it seems like all the things that are happening, all the effects are explained in text on the cards as well, which is awesome. And here we have an example. So requirement, name, victory points, cost, tags. It's basically the same thing that we already have in Terraforming Mars, but I would say it looks better. I like the layout of this, yeah. 64 blue project cards. These are my favorite, probably. And here we have like Herbivores, have the same name. Does it do the same thing? Requires 5 oceans to be played. It is 1 VP per 2 animals on the card. Okay. You want to put animals on it, yeah. Tardigrade, yeah, so it's variable VP, of course. Then 38 red project cards, which is the event cards. I assume these are the same thing. You play them and then it's a one-time thing. They have like this is good. They have like a little lightning bolt symbol next to the effect, which in board games these days means one-time effect. Hey Johan, no cities or forests. There's some forest tiles up here, but they are for like scoring, I think. They're not for placing. Then the 12, okay, so we have Terractor, Mining Guild, Helion, Torgate. Maybe it's just the same corporations, which is, I hope there's something new in here, like thematic as well, not just exact same. I don't know if they are exact same in Terractor. You start with 51. When you play an Earth tag, you pay 3 less. I think that's the same. Helion, you start with 3 heat production. You may use heat. Okay, this is exactly the same card. That's interesting. I don't know. I just hope it's gonna be different enough so it like warrants to have both the games in your collection and play them, right? For me, I mean, for some people they say like, yeah, they want a shorter, quicker, easier to get into Terraforming Mars. Fine, I can see that as well. But for me, I mean, I like to play with all the expansions and everything. I probably won't be playing a game that is too simple, so I want it to be different. I want it to be different in how I play it, so that I play it for that reason, right? And Lynette is saying Race for the Galaxy is my joint favorite game ever. Oh, okay. Well, then I can see you being excited. Oh, Mark has made Mark from the Dice Tower has made a preview here as well. I do have to check that out. I really like Mark's stuff, so absolutely. Milestones, Celestior is unlocked, so new corporation. So there's 13 corporations actually then. And there's promo label that get added. Day 2 hasn't been locked yet. Okay, they're doing the day thing. So it's not based on how much funding they get. It's based on the days, which is like milestones they unlock every day. I like that. It's a very smart system from a Kickstarter maker's perspective, because then you may sort of incentivize people to keep coming back to the campaign, right? Because you want to see what's being unlocked and so on. And then you might, back it at some point because you're getting excited about it. So it's a smart marketing tool for sure. Jonathan is saying, I agree, it needs to be different. I wonder if it will be too similar to Terraforming Mars. Yeah, that's sort of what I feel as well. I don't want it to just be a smaller version. I want it to be different as well. But of course, the game mechanic, the card mechanic is different. So there's that for sure. And Heavy Cardboard, I made a live stream. Oh, I didn't know that. No, it's not yet. Thursday. Oh, it's in 2 days. Okay. Well, I definitely will be checking that. And so here's the pledge level, $39. Sounds fine to me. So, nothing weird with that cost for a game on Kickstarter. And you can get the base Terraforming Mars as well. You can get like the expansions. So for me, it's just going to be basically this one. Obviously, I have everything else. And there's the big box. That's coming soon as well. I think it's delivering soon. So I look forward to that. And Mark Maya, Boarding Coffee, made a preview. And then there's add-ons, custom card sleeves. You can have sleeves for the cards. If it's linen finish, I don't know. I mean, I usually do sleeve everything, but I don't like this. Like, basically, you have a card in a game, and it already has a nice artwork on the back, and then you put it in a sleeve with nice artwork on the back. I rather have what's it called, opaque sleeves. I always use these like translucent sleeves for my games. I don't like these with the. I'm not a big fan. All right, metal resource cubes is cool, but $45. And extra 3, so $48 for me to EU. I mean, it's a cool idea, and if someone were to send me these, so like I get them as a promo or whatever, I would be thankful, but I will not go and pay that amount for metal cubes. Neoprene playmat, that's cool as well. But wait, what is that doing? Is that instead of the board? Oh. So that's an interesting question. Would I rather have a playmat or a double layered board? I mean, normally I would say playmat. I like playmats. I love the playmat I have on my table and so on. I may have my own Draco playmats. They just arrived actually. I got them in the mail the other day, so I have the Draco playmats ready to send to my backers for my Kickstarter. So I like playmats, but I think for a game like this, I think I'd rather have the double layer board, because it's like you have the cubes for the production and everything. So then, like, if you bump them, maybe you can bump a playmat. So I don't know. Shipping and taxes. Okay, so basically 11 if you're in the US. For EU, so Sweden is EU1. I think they will be sent within Sweden, because I think Fricks Games will distribute them. So that's 19. That's not bad at all, I think. I don't know why people were complaining about that. That's not much at all, I think. I mean, it's not that small box, so 19 seems fine. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna back this. There's no question about it. And that's basically everything here. Some newsletter, risk and challenges, and yeah, we went through the pledge levels as well here. So you can get everything. What is that? If you get everything, it's $263 with the big box and everything, which is also not that. You know, it's a lot of money, but you know, you get all the expansions for and the base game for Terraforming Mars. So I am really excited for this. And I also, what I will do after I end this live stream, which I will do in a few minutes here, I will go check out Rado. Rado did a gameplay run through for the game as well, so I do need to check that out and see him play it, and then you know, that will help me out. So I can recommend you do that as well. It's out. He just posted it like 30 minutes ago. His gameplay run through for the Ares Expedition. Yeah. So if you have any questions and so on, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I am going to end the stream here fairly soon. Martin is saying that the player mat won't fit in the box. I don't know. You're saying that, but I don't know. Maybe it will. I can't say that I know that. Probably not. I mean, if they haven't planned for that. But then if you get, I don't know. Oh yeah, Jonathan is saying about the VAT, like the taxes and the UK. I don't know how that works with like the Brexit. That's out of my knowledge zone. But yeah, so maybe that's a reason for it. But I don't know. For Sweden it looks nice. For UK, I mean for US it looks like it's, you know, $11. That's not much in shipping. So yeah. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick Kickstarter talk through. I do like to do these once in a while when there's some game on Kickstarter that I'm really excited for, like this one. So and somewhere down the line in the future, I will be sitting here filming this for you, making playthroughs. I can probably play solo and play through different corporations. I can play with Draco. It's gonna be fun. And I mean, I'm probably do a solo, like a co-op playthrough as well. So you can see like co-op and solo and competitive. So yeah, that's coming in the future. For now, I am going to wish you all a great evening or morning or whenever you're watching. Thank you for watching, and you know, tell me in the comment section if you have any thoughts or ideas or questions, and are you excited for this as I am. And also like the video, press the thumbs up, that really helps the channel, and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening, morning, or whenever you're watching. Bye bye.